Rich Tarani with TMC. Thanks for watching. We are at WebRTC Expo 2013. We're in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm speaking with executives from Appidaze. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Why don't you give me your names?
My name is Louis Keenan.
I'm Philippe Sultan.
Fantastic. So I thought we might start talking a little bit about Appidaze. What does your company do?
Our company basically offers telecom backends with front ends for developers, for marketers, or for enterprise telephony managers. So we are a cloud communications company, and we offer an API and SDKs for developers, for building any kind of application with voice, SMS, and now, of course, WebRTC.
Okay, now I'll ask you a question. Why should a developer work with you guys as opposed to developing by themselves, trying to build it all themselves? What benefits do you bring?
Well, the benefit that we bring is first that as a telco company, we provide DID numbers to our customers. And we also provide SIP accounts, SIP domains, full SIP domains to them, so then they can build SIP applications, SMS applications, and telco applications easily. And now, for about several months, we also provide a JavaScript API so that they can build WebRTC applications. And so place calls over our network and also use our conferencing engine. They can build conference calls easily with WebRTC and with our JavaScript API to do that.
Okay, so from a competitive standpoint, why would they use your service as opposed to someone else's?
I think we are, at least in Europe, the only company able to provide this kind of services. There are, of course, American companies and some American companies also coming over to Europe. So this would be one of the main reasons. Also, on the service side, I mean, we are a European company, so our services will be available worldwide, but with a strong focus on Europe. So this is the first reason why we differentiate from other companies, at least from business aspects. And we have, of course, a very very good knowledge of this regional market also.
Now, WebRTC is changing communications in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on what some of those changes are and what the future is going to be?
Yes.
Yeah. For us as a telco, it will change many things, of course. But I think the main change we will see as an enterprise telephony company is in call centers. Call centers now, if you give them the ability to handle their phone calls or their video calls over the web, that will change a lot how they handle their customers.
Yes, I think that there's going to be a lot of impact in the call center industry, on the enterprise also, in the way you do, let's say, low-cost video conferencing. Although there's still a lot of progress to be done on the browsers and on the availability of the technology on all the, let's say, the mobile platforms and all the browsers. So there's some progress to do. But yeah, in these two aspects, conferencing and call centers. Also on the e-commerce side, for everything which is, let's say, face-to-face customer service or live help, it's also very interesting. And also on the lead management, in sales communications, I mean, it's going to be all over.
Great. Now, last question is, what's next for your company? Like, how do you see yourselves in the future? I guess you can answer from a technology standpoint. You'll answer from a business standpoint. Good.
Yeah, from a technology standpoint, well, we all hope that all browsers will adopt WebRTC, so that it will make a complete adoption of this real new technology. And I believe that WebRTC is really changing things for developers as well. I mean, now with telecommunications, with WebRTC over telecommunications, web developers can have, I could say, like superpowers and build really innovative applications around telecommunication, which was not possible in the past.
Yeah, sure.
Your question?
Oh, the question was, what's next for the company, the future for the company? What do you see yourselves in the next few years?
Okay. So we just come out of quite long, let's say, building phase where we build all the telecom backend, all the API, developer portal. So it's been a lot of investment. Now we are going more into moving more into a business focused aspect. So we have several customers, pilots and prototypes going on. So hopefully in the next months, converting this in larger business. Also our objective, of course, is to get more investors. I made an announcement a few moments ago. It is the founder of the SFR, which is the second largest mobile network in France, with 20 million subscribers. One of the founders joined the company as president, and is going to bring a lot of experience in this aspect and help us also a lot to develop the whole business, not only on WebRTC, but on all the telecom and all the API, and of course WebRTC, which is a very disruptive technology. So I guess we have very good perspectives locally, and what we'd like also to know, to do in the next months, is to keep going on the international aspects and talking and speaking all around, let's say, the world. We maybe will be in Asia by end of the year, maybe back in the US in November, around Europe anyway. There is a lot of evangelization to do about WebRTC, generally speaking, locally with our customers, but also all over. So we have a lot of plans, marketing, finance, sales, technology. We have a lot of things to do.
That's great. Thanks so much for being here, guys. This was
Thank
really
you,
great.
Rich.